As I became an orthopedic surgeon over the last 25 years, I discovered something interesting. Our female athletes would have many more ACL injuries than our male athletes. These were discovered first when the NCAA, as well as the female basketball players in the pros, were watched when they would land after getting rebounds. When they would land with their legs more knock-kneed, while the male athletes would land with their legs more separated, a much safer way to land when you're protecting your ACL and trying to prevent anterior knee pain. Let's take a look at our athlete and see if she has any of these issues going on with her today. Our female athletes tended to land with their legs more knock-kneed. This knock-kneed landing tended to place more shearing stresses across the anterior kneecap, as well as, more importantly, their ACL. Landing with the knees coming in is very dangerous for their ACL and causing anterior knee pain. Landing with the knees in a more separated position is a much safer way of landing, and they can practice this by jumping off of boxes and landing in a much safer position. This will protect your female and male athletes from injuries. Let's try that with the landing in a better separated position this time. Perfect. Again. Again. Perfect. We laid our athlete back and we give them a little stretchy band. These are exercise bands that can be obtained either online or at your physical therapist shop, and you can come and see us for picking them up as well. This band is tied and they come in different colors which have different strengths. It's tied right around the knees, and then we have the athlete push apart against the resistance of the band. You're going to have them do several of these, 3 sets doing almost 20 of them. Go ahead and do those. Perfect. You're doing it nice and controlled, and what you're strengthening is the muscles around the hip. We're going to show you one more of these different exercises while doing it standing. The next exercise to build strength in both the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the vastus medialis is this mini squats. Your athlete is going to stand with a band around their knees, and they're going to squat down to about 45 degrees. And then by doing that, you can even toss a ball back and forth to them where they're going to push against the resistance of the band. Go ahead and do a couple of those. Perfect. And by doing that, you're going to build the strength in both the muscles around the knee as well as the muscles of the hip. This is a perfect exercise, and we're going to show you one more modification of this that really helps build strength in the hips.
The following is a presentation of BFA Sports. Welcome back. It's the Seagull Classic 2023 edition for BFA Sports. Doug Stasek alongside my brother from another, Steve Westcott. And we're taking this one on fast, buddy.
Yeah, let's do it. 6th of 7 games today. Covered the first one for BFA this morning, and glad to be back for the last 2.
All right, here we go. Wilson, Robinson, Orendak, Deneen, and Tibbs. Your starting 5 for the Red Devils of Rancocas Valley. And guess what? They're wearing red. No shocker there.
There it is.
Of course, they're going to be faced by the Wildwood Crusaders. Starting 5 Pat Bean, Justin Harper, Ja Walker, Manny Weaver, and Tayshawn Jackson. And already 7.5 to play in quarter number 1 as the Crusaders go to work. Out in front, it will be Pat Bean on the point.
Yeah, RV off to a good start so far this season. Wildwood Catholic not so much, but they can get hot, and they're as good as a lot of teams in South Jersey once they get going.
Harper going to work. He's defended by Orendak. And now out in front, it's number 3, Ja Walker. Kicks it out. 3 ball from the corner. That one's off the mark. And a rebound pulled down by Wilson.
Good dribble drive, good kick out. Unfortunately, shot didn't go for the Crusaders of Wildwood Catholic.
Crusaders in a bit of a 2-3 defense, wearing white with the royal blue. Back out in front, 3 ball. Off the mark from Orendak. Board is pulled, and Pat Bean trying to help push tempo. Going baseline. Well defended off the mark, but somehow able to get his rebound. And a sea of red, please sit down in front of us. And that one is knocked out of bounds. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. Sir, excuse me.
Personal foul is the number 33, Joey Deneen, his first. RV's first of the game.
Energetic crowd here,
Yeah,
Stevie
yeah.
Westcott at Holy Spirit.
Nothing like it. I'll tell you what, the crowds have been good all day today. And same with this game here, and it'll be the same for the last one.
Going to the free throw line is Jalen Robinson. He misses the first one of two, and that foul was charged to number 33. And that would have been Joey Deneen.
Count the second one.
Yeah, so that was Manny Weaver going to the line.
Yep, count the second one for Weaver, and on the board is Wildwood Catholic up 1-0.
All right. Feels like a hockey contest.
Solo home run.
It's been a recurring theme, right? So you're part of this committee, worked all these games. I mean, a lot of these games have had a bit of a soft start, but then don't blink.
Yeah, because the heat gets turned up quickly here in these contests. You're in a big-time tournament environment. Seagull Classic is known throughout the late 70s, 80s, and into the early 90s, and South Jersey Basketball Summit brought it back about 5 years ago.
Walker takes it to the hole, but they're going to call a reach-in on the floor. Second quick foul charged to Deneen.
Personal fouls number 33.
Yeah, they don't want Deneen in foul trouble. He's their center. He's their post presence. Good athlete inside for RV. Picked up two quick ones.
Oh, backdoor toss. Tried to get it inside of Jackson.
RV possession.
Yeah, that was a good attempt by the Wildwood Catholic Crusaders, looking to alley-oop a pass. Wasn't going to be able to be dunked home, however, on the catch, tipped by RV, then double tipped by the Catholic Crusader player, and ball belongs to RV.
So 1-0 as we approach midway point of the first.
As you said, Wildwood Catholic in 2-3 zone defensively.
Not what we initially had expected, Steve Westcott. I mean, this looks like a pitcher's duel.
Yeah, right. And again, a lot of the games have started that way today. And then the heat gets turned up and players start getting after it.
So Robinson couldn't get it to go, but Orendak goes to the rack, and now he's going to go to the line as the foul is going to be called on number 3, Ja Walker. Probably hear public address announcer Dennis Smith in the background, making our lives really easy.
Does a great job here at Holy Spirit, both from a teaching aspect with all the kids at Holy Spirit. Was a really good coach on the girls' side of things for Holy Spirit, and does a great job as a public address announcer.
So Orendak, first throw on the free throw line. It's off the mark.
Using a boxer's term, both teams still jabbing and feeling out each other right here.
Does get the second to fall. And we got ourselves a tie game at 1.
Not used to seeing that basketball score, are you? 1-1.
No, I don't know what the odds are on that. Not that we're condoning anything. 3 ball is good.
Yeah, good perimeter ball movement by Wildwood Catholic. Bean gets an open look, and he missed his first attempt earlier, but knocked down that one. Did Justin Harper, I'm sorry.
I think it was Ja Walker. Got to double check the scores table. No, that was Walker. Or that was Harper.
Yeah, it was Justin Harper, number 2 for a 3 from just outside the top, just off the top of the key.
I think we were in a trance from the lack of the early scoring, but seems to be going well now. 3 ball off the mark from Riley Tibbs, and now the Crusaders are on the move with Harper. And there's a kicked basketball.
Yeah, good call right there. As a defensive player, you can't use your feet in order to interrupt an offensive play, which is what just happened for RV.
Back to work they go. A little give and go with Bean and Harper out in front. 3 ball from the corner. That one's off the mark from Ja Walker. Red Devils, they're on the run. Step back. Tibbs is giving it to Orendak. It's going to be called for an extra step.
Yeah, couldn't gather his feet there. Shuffled him and took the extra one, thus the travel. Possession will be back to Wildwood Catholic.
4:20. Clock continues to melt a bit. Lots of officials in the stands tonight.
Yeah, I think everybody's wanting a 10-second violation right there, and I'll tell you what, it was right on the door. Right on the door of it.
Crusaders back to work, and looks like Jackson tried to go to the hole, but
Yeah, I'll tell you what, Wildwood Catholic's doing a nice job rotating the basketball along the perimeter. That time Tibbs caught the pass over on the wing, was able to drive into a gap of the defense. Couldn't score, but got fouled on his little 8-foot jump shot.
First one off the mark from the charity stripe. 4:01 in quarter number one.
Yeah, and as I said, Wildwood Catholic didn't necessarily get off to the start of this season as they wanted to. So how do you regroup from that? Well, in games like this, when you get off to a good start, you're up, you have a 3-point lead. You just need free throws, situations like this to go down for you. You got to count. You got to count these attempts when you're on the foul line. Does make the second.
So he gets the second to go. Edwin Hall and Michael Finnessy now in for Rancocas Valley, and there's a 3-ball.
Yeah, good perimeter ball movement. Ball goes into the corner, skip past to the top of the key, and Edwin Hall knocked down a 3.
Oh, that'll get him to want to call a timeout from Jay Flanagan, and that'll give us a chance to thank the good sponsors for tonight's and this weekend's festivities. And Game Changer. When you want to change the way you follow the game score stream and now create your own in-game highlights with all the new Game Changer app. Download it now at gc.com on your favorite iOS or Android device. Game Changer, the official scoring app of BFA Live Sports. Doug Stasic along with Steve Westcott. And Steve, did the lids get removed during the timeout?
Yeah, both of these teams hope so. I can tell you that. Yeah, tough scoring is tough to come by here early. With only 5-4, we're already halfway through the quarter.
Game number 6 on the day, number 9 in the event here at the 2023 Seagull Class. Wildwood Catholic out of the timeout, trying to get it to go, and although Harper's had a good start, couldn't get that one to go.
So as of right now, this, as you said, this is game 9, and after this game, we're only halfway through, if you could believe that for the weekend.
Well, an awesome event for an awesome cause. I say it all the time. A lot of times the officials aren't the fan favorites. It was that one step back 3 off the mark, and the Red Devils will rebound the basketball. And this time it's Jameer Rollins now in the game.
Yeah, Wildwood Catholic Justin Harper looked to drip penetrate against the D, ended up stepping back to shoot a 3, which is a tough jump shot. I think Coach Will Wareham for the Wildwood Catholic Crusaders would like a little bit more ball movement, let the shot come a little bit more free from ball movement rather than step back 3s.
So Wilson and Fenice are now working outside. A little bit of a 1-3-1 set.
Yeah, you can dress the zone up a lot of ways. At times it looks like a 1-3-1. Like right now it actually looks like a 2-3. Depends if you're matching up out of it or not. Really tough for defenses to diagnose, if you know what I mean.
Well, if it was when we grew up, Stevie, this is a long-distance commercial because everybody's pulling up from the parking lot.
I hear you. Well, the game's a lot of 3-point field goals now. A lot of teams play 4 out and 1 in, or some teams even play 5 out now, where 5 on the perimeter. You pick for each other, look to dribble drive. But even if you dribble drive, it's a kick to a 3, and 3-point field goal is definitely a major, major part of the game of basketball.
That foul's charged to Michael Fenice. And that's the team 4th for Rancocas Valley. Wildwood Catholic back to work, and ball's a bit rushed from the hands of Manny Weaver. 2:01 now in quarter number 1. The Wildwood Catholic boys squad, led by Coach Anthony Raffa, 2-7. Steve, that's not something most South Jersey fans are used to seeing.
Yeah, they're not. It's not what they're used to seeing. However, that may need to be updated because their head coach right now, partner, is Will Wareham.
Will Wareham, right. I was going to say. I don't know where that part came from, but it's Will Wareham, and yeah, they're off to not the start that they wanted. I mean, this has been a winning program, a winning tradition. Will Wareham will get it there, that's for sure, because he can certainly coach with anybody. Yeah.
But he came down from the college level. He's Division II assistant, was also the head coach in a collegiate level, and Wildwood Catholic's got themselves a good head coach, that's for sure. He'll bring this team back. Stevie,
I just want to point out you're on the committee. So we're looking at the unfortunate unofficial roster. That's why I had a Ron Burgundy moment.
Team spin.
Yeah,
I said hello to Will and he walked in the gym.
I'm gonna have to talk to the president and see how the printing company got a hold of that.
So Harper knocks down the first. He's going to go back to the line. Jameer Williams was called for the foul. That's the team 5th. So you're looking at the scoreboard, 5 team fouls charged at Rancocas Valley, and Harper with a chance to add to the scoring column, and he does. So
the best part about that is, partners, when I get to see or talk to Will Wareham after this contest.
He's going to rip you.
I'm going to rip him. The fact that Raff is still on there. But don't get me wrong, Anthony Raff is a really good kid, was a great player.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the best players South Jersey's seen coming out of Wildwood Catholic. I think he was a Coastal Carolina kid.
3-point baskets by Jack Orendak.
Good ball movement. Ball gets to the corner, and Orendak knocks down a 3 from right in front of the media table on that side of the floor.
Soft touch for the big man. Good hustle play, but Wildwood ends up with the basketball.
Helter-skelter basketball here, partner. Passes getting deflected, tipped, loose balls. Players hustling everywhere.
Personal foul number 3, Michael Finnessy. That's his second. Team 6.
So Finnessy called for the loose ball foul. That's team 6, means they're already going to the bonus. We're in the first quarter.
Yeah, and it's because it's so helter-skelter. Sometimes you get over-aggressive in things in order to try to obtain loose balls and deflected passes and rebounds that aren't gathered, and fouls get collected that way, that's for sure.
Bean working out in front with Walker. Try to pick and roll. Wasn't able to set it. Now it'll be Justin Harper finding Bean from the corner. And that ball is long, but a good board by Harper. Battles and gets the bucket.
Justin Harper did a really good job in 2 aspects right there. Dribble drive, brought himself into the paint. Was a good kick into the corner for a 3-point shot. That didn't go. Harper didn't quit on the play. Got the offensive rebound and put back. Well done by Justin Harper.
He's got 7, leads all scorers on the floor. We're down to the final shot, 5 seconds now. 3 ball, and that one is a splash.
Ooh, that's a tough shot, too. Tough shot by Jalen Washington.
That's the end of the first quarter of play.
We talked about step-back threes. Jalen Washington just hit one right there, and he gives Rancocas Valley a 10-9 lead after 1.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
And we're back for BFA Sports. Ron Burgundy here with Stevie Westcott, because Stevie, I'll just read anything off of a monitor or a roster.
Hey, you do you, bud. I'll adjust.
Yeah, I'm going to
We'll make it work.
Probably going to owe our boy Will Wareham an adult beverage or 2.
That's what I was going to say after. As you know, I do know Will Wareham, and I'm pretty friendly with him. And that's liable to happen after our last game here this evening, for sure.
All right, back to action. 10-9 as we head into quarter number 2. Bit of a slumbery type of start, if that's even a word. If our buddy Al Fisher is watching, he'll get me for that one. But
I was going to say, I thought I heard that before.
Things have woken up this quarter, or towards the tail end of the quarter number 1. And
So what we talked about, it was a feeling out process, and you've seen that happen in a lot of the games today. It's a feeling out process, and then the last 3 minutes of that first quarter, which is what just happened here, I think if you remember, was 4-1. Now all of a sudden points got scored, 10-9, got ourselves a ball game, and for Wildwood Catholic, it looks like, who's that, number 3, Ja Walker, going to the line. And there's the 1-on-1 situation you talked about just a minute ago before the quarter ended.
Yeah, this is early. I mean, 40 seconds into quarter number 2, you're already shooting from the stripe, so a little bit of a different type of pressure, though, for the Crusaders, because you don't want to look in the mirror at halftime if you didn't do well with the freebies.
Correct, and I hit on that a little bit ago. When, if you don't get off to the start you want, or you're not playing as well as you want, one of the way to pick up a win along the way in order to get your confidence and get yourself back on any kind of winning streak is to make sure you do the small things right, and hitting free throws is one of them. And this is no easy out for Wildwood Catholic either. Coach Jay Flanagan and our Rancocas Valley have really, really good basketball teams and have had really good basketball teams for a long time. Coach Flanagan's got himself a great program and has had it for a long time. And like I said, they'll give you all you want, RV will.
Ryan McGrath, his first, team's second.
So Ryan McGrath gets charged with foul in his first minute or so of action tonight. Crusaders going to work. Some ball handling being shut off by Ja Walker.
Tell you what, that was a heck of a move. He didn't get the finish to go, but
so
my God, he weaved in and out of 3 different defenders in order to get that right-handed shot off.
Showing off the handle. Washington tries to go to the rack. Still an 11-10 ball game. Bean, 3 ball from the corner. Jackson is good.
Yeah, that's good basketball by Wildwood Catholic. They get a defensive rebound, turn it into offensive transition. A good decision made on the fast break, which was a kick out to 3. Caught it in stride, had his feet under him, rhythm under him, knocked down a 3 from the corner. Good basketball right there by Wildwood Catholic.
Rancocas Valley back to work. Deneen in the game. He picked up 2 personal fouls like in the first minute and a half of action, but he goes unscathed towards the tail end of that first quarter.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, a lot of trust shown in him right now by Coach Flanagan. As a coach, you're hesitant to put him in there because if he gets 3, then the RV's really hampered by him having to sit.
Wilson back. He's a little bit long on that attempt, and another whistle. And I think it's going to be called on Deneen.
Yeah, Wildwood Catholic on a little bit of a run here. A little bit of frustration right here shown.
Personal fouls at number 33, Joey Deneen, that's his 3rd.
And we just talked about it here. You can see it on a game-changer replay. Offensive fast break by Wildwood Catholic. Good kick to the corner for 3. Caught it in rhythm and knocked it down from the corner.
Back in the lineup for RV.
Good job by our replay crew, which is brought to you by Game Changer,
The official scoring app of BFA Live Sports. Harper was 2 for 2 his last trip to the line. He gets the first of the freebies.
Partner on cue right there. You notice Deneen picked up his 3rd foul. And now he's going to be hampered. I mean, he's their size. He's their enforcer inside. Tall, athletic. But he's going to have to go to the bench right now for 3, and he's probably going to be sitting the rest of this half.
Harper's taking care of business on this Saturday night. He's got 9, 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah, good free throw touch for a big man. Wildwood Catholic picking it up on the defensive end right now.
Coach Wareham, he's emphatic over there on the sideline right now.
7-0 run. Yeah, because he's liking what his team's doing, especially defensively.
McGrath tries to take it to his left, but he didn't have his passport for all that traveling.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, he's looking to take advantage. He's looking to be aggressive because they do have some confidence right now. Score was 10-9, now it's 16-10. They're on a 7-0 run. He was just looking to add to it.
Swarming defense by the Crusaders and the Red Devils trying to use some backside ball rotation to find an open look.
Yeah, this is the zone Wildwood Catholic starting to extend and make it look a little bit more like a matchup, almost playing you man-to-man with the zone behind it. And it's tough to diagnose if you're an offensive player. Is it man or is it zone?
Oh, good hard take, but a better block. Looks like we're going to have a call and a foul, and they're staring towards number 2, Justin Harper.
Yeah, this is one of those sportsmen. Like, let's go to our game changer replay and see it. I don't think it's anything on the play. On the block shot right there is good. The question is, right around here, did he say something to him? I don't know.
Well, Coach Will Wareham.
Look, he's taking a breather, throwing his gum in the trash can. Yeah,
He looks like a caller on hold on, like, WIP right now.
yeah, I get it. And if you ever call WIP, you are on there for a little bit. That's for sure. But yeah, the only thing I can think of right there is maybe the young man said something to either the player and they called it sportsmanlike taunting or something like that. That's the only thing it could have been, because he didn't do anything actively or physically that caused it.
The technical foul is the call.
Yeah, and I'm saying I'm thinking it's of the sportsmanship, like taunting, like type of nature.
So Orendak knocks down both of the free throws on the technical attempt. He's now got 6. RV back to work. Orendak now, he's out in front.
And part of the reason why, and the main reason why Coach Will Wareham was upset with it, because it cut into their momentum.
Yeah.
They, Wildwood Catholic had a lot of momentum going from right down. They had a defensive rebound and were looking to come back after a block to add to that, and just unfortunately that technical cut into it.
Well, the dribble drive by Tibbs. He's working out in front with Finis. Gets it to Orendak. Contested, probably a piece of the ball. Trying to clean it up is Jameer Williams. Not going to get the bucket, but he will get a free trip to the line.
Personal foul number 25, Ryan McGrath. His second.
Good offensive rebound and attempt at a putback. Jameer Rollins
at the line for RV, shooting 2.
brings some size to him. He's got to be about 6'4", 6'5" there on the foul line.
He's definitely the guy that they're looking for help, as Joey Deneen sitting on the bench with 3 fouls. He does get the first half of the attempt to go through.
Rollins is a really athletic young man, and when he keeps his feet active and when he doesn't quit on plays, when his activity stays at a higher level, he's pretty tough to cover.
McGrath's going to go back to the bench with 2 fouls.
2 for 2 from the stripe.
16-14.
Rancocas Valley decides to come out and pick up with some pressure here in a little 1-2-2 full-court press format.
And timeout called by Wildwood Catholic. 16-14 with just over 4 minutes remaining in half number 1. Premier Orthopedics, proud sponsor of the 2023 Seagull Classic. Don't let back pain or knee strain keep you out of the game. With 8 locations throughout South Jersey, Premier Orthopedic will get you off the bench and back in the action, from discovery to recovery, now including physical therapy. Call or text the Premier team at 856-690-1616 for same-day or next-day care.
I'll tell you what, I was trying, for the life of me this morning when I covered the game at 10 a.m., for the life of me, I was trying to remember from the discovery to the recovery line, and I just couldn't think of it. I came up with everything else about Dr. Dwyer and his wonderful staff.
Did you have any coffee? Maybe that was the problem.
On the way, but
not enough.
Yeah, not enough to get the brain cells kicking in.
Yeah, well,
of course, I would need a full pot plus in order to help that.
Me and you both, buddy. I was in a 3 or 4 hour meeting early this morning that went long, and the BFA crew, you guys have really stepped it up. And
I was going to say, we have a lot of stuff going on right now this weekend,
coverage.
don't we, for you to be in a 4-hour meeting?
Yeah, it wasn't ideal. But it just goes to show you, how far this team has really come and able to step up and deliver some great scenes, sights, and sounds on the basketball court here in Absecon. Of course, Steve, this is for me coming home again, buddy. It's my alma mater.
I get it. You're back in your hometown, back in your home place. Got to be fun for you to be here and covering games here when a company like BFA, and you're right on what you said. We have a lot of good people in place in order to pick up the pieces when our head people or our lead people that lead us here aren't able to be here. So,
yeah, well, great to see athletic director Steve Normain in the house. My former roommate back in the day, Dennis Smith.
There you go.
Mr. Stats, as everybody so like to call him. He's on the public address announcing. I tried to get him to call games tomorrow, but he's got some plans to go see the birds.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe an NFL football game is going to interrupt that for him. But I'll tell you what, you said Steve Normain, and I know we have play going on right now, but as the vice president of the South Jersey Basketball Summit, who is in charge and runs this tournament, I can't thank, and I know we can't thank Steve Mormain and Holy Spirit High School enough. What they do for us is, in a very hectic weekend and a long weekend, is just extraordinary. And thank you so much to Holy Spirit High School and Athletic Director Steve Mormain.
All right, so back we go into the action. 3:35 remaining in the first half. A raucous crowd for Rancocas Valley and the Wildwood Catholic Crusaders here on BFA.
Yep, still in the 2-3. Wildwood Catholic really doing a good job now moving the ball around the perimeter against that zone. Unable to score inside, so they'll back it out.
Wilson from three land, and he's got it.
Backed it out right to the wing. Wilson, the closeout didn't come quick enough. It came out, but it was a little bit late, a second late. Wilson was able to good look it from the wing and knocked it down.
Bean gets the ball back to Walker. Walker looking into the corner. He's got some help. Weaver cross court, back to Harper. Harper kicks it to Bean. 3-ball. That one's long. And a big board there by Williams. And the Red Devils trying to force tempo, but the Crusaders doing a nice job on defense.
Yeah, they do. They got back in bulk. They got back in numbers and were able to stop the fast break of RV right here at half court. RV now looking to go to work against that zone that Wildwood Catholics played the entire first half.
10-footer, that one is good.
Yeah, RV's starting to feel it a little bit right now as far as the shots they want, as far as the ball movement and where they can attack this zone with. That's a good elbow jump shot right there, good 14-footer, and a good possession for RV.
Traveling violation.
Steps are called, and that will give the basketball back
replacing John Walker
to Rancocas Valley.
It's at 19-16, right? 3-point lead for RV.
Yeah, the big man, Orndek, he's got 8.
Yeah, doing a nice job here, you know, with their leader, their leading scorer, Deneen, on the bench with those 3 fouls. But he's doing a nice job in picking up the pieces, thus the lead for our Rancocas Valley.
Finis, he's got the ball. He gives it to Orndek. He steps back, and now it's going back into the corner, and trying to reset it is Montre Wilson.
High screen by Rollins. Creates the dribble drive, then the ball rotation.
Wow, that was a really nice drive by Tibbs, but good late defense under the basket.
Harper dribble drive with the right hand. Shot at the rim, no good. Rebounded by RV, and they'll come back on the offensive end looking to tack on to a 3-point lead.
Charlie Dunner is in the game for Wildwood Catholic, wearing number 5. He's going to help with the backcourt. There's that combo look of the zone man defense.
Yep.
Good take to the rack, and it's going to give Rancocas Valley another chance to go to the charity stripe.
Yeah, that foul's on 0, Pat Bean. As you may have heard public address announcer, your buddy Dennis Smith, say that's his first.
Yeah.
Tell you what, Dennis Smith was a really good coach when he coached the Holy Spirit girls here, and if I'm not mistaken, I think before that it was Cherry Hill West or East. Maybe Cherry Hill East. Yeah.
So Orndek misses the first of 2 from the line. And Dennis Smith looking forward as the head coach of the Holy Spirit Spartans softball team. They're getting ready for another season.
I heard him talking some softball earlier. I didn't know that he was the head coach, but now I get it because I heard him speaking of some softball earlier.
Well, I'll give him a shout out. They're looking for some sponsors for the Lady Spartans softball season. You can DM him on Facebook. Find him at Dennis Patrick.
Okay. Tell you what, a really competitive basketball game, physical in nature. Even nobody's slowing the pace down, although neither teams can get a lot accomplished in their transition or in their offensive sets. But that doesn't mean that there's not a lot of energy in this basketball game, because there certainly is.
We are under a minute, 45 seconds to be precise. Rancocas Valley with a 3-point lead. Good board there by Williams as he pulls it down. He gets it to go.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, good job by Rollins right there. Again, staying active. He's tough to block out on the boards, and he's tough to cover when he keeps his feet active and stays moving. Justin Harper answers back for Wildwood Catholic, and then at the other end, RV comes back, and Wilson answers back. Here's the pace we were talking about.
5-point contest, 10 seconds now. Bean with control of the basketball from downtown, and he's short of the mark.
Yeah, that was from NBA range there. He still has 5 seconds here, too. That right there, maybe a little dribble drive, maybe a kick to a wide-open jump shot rather than force his with still some seconds left on the clock.
5 seconds. RV going to try to get a shot off. 3 ball. That one is no good. So Riley Tibbs has the last opportunity in the first half. And as of right now, they're going to have the last bucket. 23-18. They take the lead going into halftime here at Holy Spirit High School. Stay tuned. We'll be back for more basketball here on BFA.
As I became an orthopedic surgeon over the last 25 years, I discovered something interesting. Our female athletes would have many more ACL injuries than our male athletes. These were discovered first when the NCAA, as well as the female basketball players in the pros, were watched when they would land after getting rebounds. When they would land with their legs more knock-kneed, while the male athletes would land with their legs more separated, a much safer way to land when you're protecting your ACL and trying to prevent anterior knee pain. Let's take a look at our athlete and see if she has any of these issues going on with her today. Our female athletes tended to land with their legs more knock-kneed. This knock-kneed landing tended to place more shearing stresses across the anterior kneecap, as well as, more importantly, their ACL. Landing with the knees coming in is very dangerous for their ACL and causing anterior knee pain. Landing with the knees in a more separated position is a much safer way of landing, and they can practice this by jumping off of boxes and landing in a much safer position. This will protect your female and male athletes from injuries. Let's try that with the landing in a better separated position this time. Perfect. Again. Again. Perfect. We laid our athlete back and we give them a little stretchy band. These are exercise bands that can be obtained either online or at your physical therapist shop, and you can come and see us for picking them up as well. This band is tied and they come in different colors which have different strengths. It's tied right around the knees, and then we have the athlete push apart against the resistance of the band. You're going to have them do several of these, 3 sets doing almost 20 of them. Go ahead and do those. Perfect. You're doing it nice and controlled, and what you're strengthening is the muscles around the hip. We're going to show you one more of these different exercises while doing it standing. The next exercise to build strength in both the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the vastus medialis is this mini squats. Your athlete is going to stand with the band around their knees, and they're going to squat down to about 45 degrees. And then by doing that, you can even toss a ball back and forth to them where they're going to push against the resistance of the band. Go ahead and do a couple of those. Perfect. And by doing that, you're going to build the strength in both the muscles around the knee as well as the muscles of the hip. This is a perfect exercise, and we're going to show you one more modification of this that really helps build strength in the hips. Now there's lateral strides with the band around their legs. These are further going to build strength in the muscles of the hip as well as the muscles of the knee. As they're striding, they're getting down in a small squat and going sideways. Again, you can add in increased dexterity by passing the ball back and forth to your athlete while they're doing it. And remember, these exercises are good both for your female and your male athlete. I suggest you videotape your athlete landing, focusing at the knee, so you can give them cues as whether or not they're landing in a safe position. Have them do it multiple times, and by doing the strengthening exercises and the muscle memory will build that they will land in a much safer position. And you guys won't have to see me to do your ACL reconstructions. Good luck, and keep those exercises going.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
This ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter. Ayy, whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Girls, we up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. We on the up. Up. We on the up. We on the up. Team going up. We run it up. Team going up. We on the up. We on the
And we're back for the second half of basketball here on BFA. Doug Stasic, Steve Westcott, and the entire BFA Live Sports crew.
Tell you what, partner, it's good to get off the scorebook. I was on the scorebook all afternoon after covering the first game here for BFA, and eyes got a little blurry there looking at so many numbers all afternoon, so it's good to get back on the live stream here with us.
Well, Prime Event Sports, Tom Williams couldn't be here today, but he did send a crew, so hot off the presses. We got some totals for you from a game standpoint. Orendock, he's got 8 points, leading Rancocas Valley in half number 1. St. Joe's Academy, the Wildcats are in the house.
Sporting the new sweats.
See a red. Did Coach Paulie Rodeo Jr. walk by?
Not yet.
All right.
I still
didn't see if I saw him there. So Orendack back to another team with red, Rancocas Valley from downtown. And although Orendack with 8, first half, no good there.
Good ball movement, a good open look for RV on the offensive end. Really good block out and rebound by Justin Harper for Wildwood Catholic on the defensive end.
Jameer Rollins came in to spell number 33, Joey Deneen, when he got into foul trouble. He pulled down 7 rebounds.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he
half.
did a really nice job off the bench when RV needed it, because Deneen's a go-to guy for them. And, hey, listen, they played really well, and so did he, because they got themselves a 5-point lead, and that was with Deneen on the bench for most of the half in that foul trouble. Justin Harper again getting very high up on the defensive glass for a defensive rebound. Wildwood Catholic could really use a bucket right now.
Back to action go the Crusaders. Working the ball around now from downtown. Off the mark was Tayshawn Jackson. Rancocas Valley. Now moving to your left here at Holy Spirit High School, home of the Seagull Classic. Good ball rotation now. RV going to the hole. Wilson gives it back up. And inside with the basketball is Orendack. Good assist attempt there from Deneen. He's going to go to the line.
Yeah, Orenbeck does a nice job in keeping his feet active and making a cut without the ball. So many good things can happen from an offensive end when you can move without the basketball. Orenbeck did that right there. Deneen found him. He couldn't finish, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2. Yeah, it just didn't follow through with that first attempt. Unable to get that one go. Left it on the front of the rim.
He's missed his last 3 free throw attempts.
Is that right? For a young man who's got a nice touch from the perimeter and that free throw line, it's unusual.
But he gets back on track with that one.
Like I said, neither team in here tonight. 2-1-2 full court press now by RV. See how Wildwood Catholic handles this. However, neither team able to get a lot of confidence.
10-second violation.
10-second violation.
Got McGrath now in the backcourt with number 2, Justin Harper. And Coach Will Wareham wants to talk it over based on the look he's seen early here in quarter number 3. Well, the RK Auto Group. I was there not too long ago.
I was going to say, I think we know the gentleman there, don't we?
Sure do. Make a fast break with a short drive like I did to RK Auto Group in Vineland. Jim G and his championship team will make you feel like an MVP when buying your new Chevrolet, Kia, or Subaru, because RK does it right. Thanks to the entire RK Auto Group team. Check out their inventory. Lots on the lot right now over there at RK.
Yeah, no better person than Jim G. Just an outstanding, fabulous person, and his staff is high quality. We'll definitely take care if you're looking for a new vehicle or even a good used one.
Yeah.
Plenty of them on the lot, right?
Plenty. It's under 6 minutes, quarter number 3. Good inlet pass and easy look and an easy bunny for Riley Tibbs.
Yeah,
on the
Riley Tibbs was the receiver of it and got the bunny, but it was a great pass by Joey Deneen. Blocked the block. They left him Tibbs open on the block, and he's found a way to score.
Forced or maybe an unforced turnover, depending upon what side of the coin you're on. Went through the hands of McGrath, and Rancocas Valley now up 8, looking to get into the double-digit delta.
We said just a minute ago, let's see what Wildwood Catholic does against the 2-1-2 press, and so far they've turned it over 3 times, which is not what you're looking for if you're a Crusader fan, obviously. Same cut. We just talked about the cut with Orabach, and now Deneen does the same cut from the opposite side, keeps his feet moving, cut without the basketball. They found him in the paint, and he laid it in for 2. Big-time three-point answer right there by Justin Harper. Just what the doctor ordered for Wildwood Catholic to keep themselves in this one.
Rancocas Valley back to work. Bunny hop and a step. Oh, no call.
I get it. Might have walked a little bit. But Montre Wilson just drove into the paint. Unable to get that to go. Deneen offensive rebound and put back no good. However, Montre Wilson just dribbled into the paint, and if he would have kept his momentum going, he had a perfect little floater opportunity to score over the front of the rim, but very unselfish basketball, looked to kick it back out.
I think he was kind of surprised
that he was that open. Yeah, right. I hear you.
His third.
Ryan McGrath is charged with the second team foul of the second half, and that is McGrath's third, so he'll step back out of the game.
Wildwood's Catholic still playing this little bit of a 2-3 matchup here. Again, they find Deneen in the paint, and I'll tell you what, that's been the common theme so far for this third quarter. RV is finding cutters through the paint and laying it in against that zone.
Well, good transition basketball for Wildwood Catholic to answer back. Tayshawn Jackson with the finish. He's got 6.
Some good adjustments made by Coach Flanagan at halftime because they've come out and have been a different basketball team, has RV against the zone.
3 ball from the corner. Can't get it to go, but wow.
Did we talk about him keeping his feet active, and did we talk about good things happen when he doesn't sit on a play? There's a perfect example of it. He crashes the offensive boards all the way from the top of the key area, gets up high and tips it in, gets the rebound and tips it in at the same time.
Orendak, the leader on the scoring sheet for everybody in the gym right now with 11.
Yeah, Wildwood Catholic just a little shook right now. Keep in mind they were up 16-10 when they went on that 7-0 run of their own. And RV certainly, and Coach Flanagan's team certainly answered the bell since then. Because that's a 22-7 run they're on right now, RV.
Red Devils out in front. 9-point lead now. Going back to work is Wilson, and they're going to get called for the screen.
Jameer Rollins. I'll tell you what. So that's an interesting play right there in this aspect. It's the ball handler's responsibility to go off shoulder to shoulder off that screener. When the ball handler right there didn't do that, Jameer Rollins stepped sideways in order to set the screen and committed the offensive foul.
It's his second, team's first. Oh. Two big men underneath, teaming up to deny number 4, Manny Weaver, of that bucket.
We talked about Rollins' athletic ability and what he can do at 6'4", 6'5", whatever his frame is. And there was another perfect example of it, getting up high for that block shot.
A good hard take there by Jackson. Can't get it to go, and Rancocas is going to force the issue. And Orendak is going to go back to the line, maybe.
Personal foul number 0, Pat
No.
Bean. His second personal.
Yeah,
Third.
Pat Beam stepped in to try to take the charge, got there a little bit late.
Dunner in for Bean.
So that one's underneath. Now under 3 minutes here in the third.
Kadir Woodson in the lineup for RV.
Kadir Woodson now in the lineup.
Good inbounds play right there by RV. They set a pick, block the block. They find Jameer Rollins coming off the screen, able to lob it into him or pass it into him, who scores at the rim.
Rollins now with 6. Good hard take by Harper. He goes to the floor, and Rancocas goes on the run. Orendak, the under and over, but he can't get the floater to get in.
Yeah, unable to get the put in, or the layup in, I should say. Wildwood Catholic gets the rebound on an attempted outlet pass to get themselves in some transition basketball. Person passing the basketball was fouled.
Edwin Hall charged with Rancocas Valley's second team foul of the half, and he now has 2 of his own. Tough spot to be in for the youngster Charlie Dunner, but he's going to be called for the reach-in.
Yeah, Charlie Dunner unfortunately should have stayed with the play a little bit right there. Harper was able to get the ball across half court with the dribble. When he got doubled along the sideline, he looked to pass it back to Dunner, and Dunner was still on the backcourt side of the play. If Dunner runs with him a little bit, that's a completed play or completed press break, and Wildwood Catholic can get into an offensive set.
Back to action we go. Clock moves towards 2 minutes now. Orendak is out in front. He's joined in the backcourt by Michael Fenisi. Fenisi to Orendak, and that's...
Yeah, you got to bounce the basketball before you shuffle those feet. He took a crow hop a little bit, like a hop on the catch, and then took off.
It was kind of odd. It looked like the one official almost predicted that was about to happen, because before he took the step, he already had his arms in motion.
Yeah, because once you take that little hop on the reception of the catch, you have to bounce it first, and that did not take place for Orenbach right there.
Wildwood Catholic back to work. Bean and Weaver, they get that to Harper. He goes 3, ball to Dunner. That one misses. Rebound now by Rollins. And now Edwin Hall. It was a bit of a spark plug coming off the bench early in quarter number 1.
Did a nice job, and he did a nice job, and that's, first quarter and the second quarter came off the bench, gave him quality minutes in both of them. Looking to do so here as well.
Now number 23 for RV. Finds a good inlet pass, and Rollins. The harm, the holler, and the bucket.
Yeah, number 23 is Kadir Linson. I'll tell you what, he did a nice job gathering himself on the reception of the catch, seeing the floor, going high-low, and a high-low to Rollins, who scored at the bucket. Good pass by Linson. Good finish by Rollins.
For Wildwood Catholic, number 14, Anthony Edwards in the lineup, replacing Manny Weaver.
So Manny Weaver charged with the personal foul. Team's 5th, and Rollins going for the 3-point play, and he gets it.
Yeah, good offensive possession right there. A little high-low basketball. RV now, different tempo to the RV lineup right now on the floor, isn't it?
Oh.
A little bit of confidence under him, going on a big run here, and they're everywhere.
Rollins with 9 after that trip to the line.
His 3rd, team's 3rd.
Third personal foul for Hall.
A little too aggressive on the cover there, hands on the hip.
Start to look at the game changer stats. Well, you got a lot of personal fouls starting to add up. So Deneen with 3, Hall's got 3, Finisi's got 2, and so does Rollins.
Yeah, 1 minute left in the third here, though.
Lewis replaces Edwin Hall.
RV really, I mean, we just talked about their aggressives, and they're everywhere on the defensive side right now, causing fits to Wildwood Catholic offensive sets.
The bucket, the bank is closed. They said he was on the floor. We'll probably get a chance once.
Will Wareham's about to lose his mind right here because he thinks he was definitely in the act of shooting. He's looking for Steve Selby, who was the C official and the center official right there to help him out and put it in the shot. But no, he's not going to get it. It's going to be before the shot. It's going to be a Wildwood Catholic inbound underneath.
Third personal foul now to Jameer Rollins.
Score the basket for Justin Harper.
So now on the inbounds play, good pass to Justin Harper. He scores and gets fouled. So here's where the traditional three-point play is going to come from, not the play before.
12-point lead for Rancocas Valley. Rancocas Valley, as your
Harper shooting 1.
Foul is charged to number 23, Kadir Linson.
Let's see if that three-point play kind of settles Wildwood Catholic down right here. And I was just going to say, I wonder if when they're going to come out of that 2-3 zone, and he's doing it right now. He's coming out and playing man-to-man defense right here. He wasn't going to be able to stay 2-3 because of the adjustments and the good adjustments that RV made at halftime. And here it is with a minute left and a half. They're coming out, getting out of the zone and going man-to-man.
Under a minute, 45 seconds. Physical defense by the Crusaders.
Yep. And they will play that way. You're not going to be on the floor for Will Wareham if you're not going to play that way.
Nice floater and finish for Michael Finnessy. And on the floor is number 14, Anthony Eduarde, checks in for Wildwood Catholic. And now we got ourselves another trip to the line.
Yeah, a little gutsy play right there by Jameer Rollins. I'll tell you what, here's our game changer replay. A little baby jump shot from the baseline that we just called for RV. However, right here on the defensive end for RV, Jameer Rollins with 3 fouls stepped in and wanted to take an offensive foul, which, God forbid that goes the other way. That's his 4th. But he got the call, he got his position, and Justin Harper ran through him for the offensive foul.
Harper's got 2 personal fouls. 2 seconds. And just under the buzzer for Harper. We're through 3, 39-28. The Red Devils trying to finish this one out. You're watching the Seagull Classic here on BFA Sports.
Yeah, 'cause we on the up. Work, ayy, 'cause we run it up. Work, this ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter, ayy. Whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Cause we up, we on the up. We on the up. Team going up, the team going up. We run it up, we run it, we run it. We on the up, yeah, up, yeah, up, yeah. We on the up, yeah, up, hey, up, hey. We on the up, we on the up. Team going up, you running up. We run it up, the coming it up. Team going up, you loving this up. We on the up, hey, up, hey, up, hey. We on the up, hey, up, hey.
Fourth quarter getting ready to start. Doug Stasic, Steve Westcott for BFA Sports. Game number 6 on the day, number 9 of the Seagull Classic. And RV, very, very good at finishing down low.
Yeah, they started in the second, at the end of the second quarter, got themselves on a little bit of momentum, and then at halftime made a lot of really good changes, did Coach Flanagan, against that Wildwood Catholic zone, and opened up this thing a little, not a little bit, to have an 11-point lead here after that third quarter. Good job against the zone, making those changes, Coach Flanagan.
Well, if you're enjoying the Seagull Classic at home, I'd encourage you to subscribe and hit the like button, because you probably saw a game where there was a 20-point lead for Holy Cross, only to blink and realize that the Lower Cape May Regional Tigers pulled it all the way back, sent the game into overtime, and win.
Lower Cape May came in undefeated. That basketball's team has turned around, the program has turned around under Scott Holden. And I'll tell you what, they did a good job. They looked like they were going to take their first one of the year on the chin here, but no, not what the doctor ordered today. They came all the way back, as you said, from 20 for a W in overtime.
So I say that because this is an 11-point contest, so it is far from over, especially with the tenacity and defense on display by the Crusaders.
Yep.
The one area they're going to have to do better, however, is rebounding.
It's a tough part of a zone because you're playing an area, you're not playing a man. Therefore, the box outs and your matchups on boxing people out and getting offensive rebounds are tough.
So Orendak continues.
Yeah, he's having himself a night, any partner.
He's got 13. And traveling is the call.
RV possession.
RV
After Ja Walker lost his balance and fell into play, he looked up at Coach Will Wareham. Will Wareham said, I don't know what you want me to tell you to do.
So good defense there by Bean. He's going to try to make the most of this team possession. Didn't have Dunner open there on the wing, but now goes back to Bean, and that one is way off.
Good set, good dribble drive by Harper. Good kick out to Bean, just couldn't get it to go. It was a good look and off a good kick out.
On the line is the call.
Step that man, turn it over to Wildwood Catholic.
Wildwood Catholic is playing good, aggressive, hard defense. It's just from halftime on here through the third quarter and into this first 2 minutes of the fourth, RV's just had some answers after the changes at halftime.
Yeah, they're content on trying to get the Crusaders to shoot more from the outside, and that's a good hard take by Harper, and they're going to tag Orendak with a foul, his first. I looked down at the scoring sheet, and I'm very surprised at that, actually.
Because he's been everywhere. I mean, he's done so much in this basketball game, from the scoring column to the rebound column.
Hold the phone, Stevie. They actually call that on Finney, his third.
Okay, so he's still not going to pick up.
He's still not going to pick up his first.
Okay. Former Wildwood Catholic standout Taj Tweet is in the house tonight, partner.
Great to hear that and see him in the building.
Timeout on the floor. It's a full timeout taken by the Crusaders.
Full timeout on the floor, and Justin Harper of the Crusaders with 18 points.
Yeah, he's having a good night.
Well, the Delaware Bluecoats, of course, were the proud production company for the Delaware Bluecoats of the NBA G League. And if you want to see the future of the Sixers today, well, head on down to Wilmington. The Delaware Bluecoats of the G League have been the home of your favorite Sixers like Paul Reed for years. Make the fast break to bluecoats.team to get your coats on with lower level seats for just $14.
Yeah, I've been wanting to get down there with you. Haven't had the opportunity to do so far, but schedules are crazy and things like that. But we'll get down there. I'll get down there with you to see the Bluecoats one night.
Well, one night and anything can happen. We've seen it already happen late in the bottle. What do you think, Steve Westcott? 11 points.
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately on the offensive end for Wildwood Catholic right now, that's where they can't get it going. They're playing pretty good aggressive defense. RV has had some answers here in the second half, but they're still only in the 40s. Unfortunately for Wildwood Catholic, they just can't get it going offensively.
Hey, time to step it up.
Well, they're going to have to shoot the lights out, and it's pretty bright here inside Holy Spirit for the Seagull Classic.
Extending out to half court now. And then just dropping back into the zone. Looked like they were going to pick up man-to-man, but still a 2-3. Down 11. I don't know how much longer Coach Will Wareham can afford to stay in it. Because possessions like this is where RV will get a chance at a good look when they want it, but at the same time keep draining that clock.
RV going back to work, trying to show a little bit more patience as they look for a shot. Not going to force anything. Yeah. Typical of some of the very fundamentally sound teams with a lead in the fourth quarter. Take advantage of the non-shot clock in New Jersey.
Yep, correct. And like I said, they'll drain this clock, which is why I said I don't know if Coach Will Wareham can stay in it unless they get a layup, and that's what they just got on the good move by number 5, Montre Wilson.
Wilson now with 5, and we're under 5 minutes to go in regulation. It's a 13-point game, and Rancocas looking to pour it on. Elevation and a finish move.
Yeah, they're off and running in this one. Just too many turnovers in this contest for Wildwood Catholic. Just giving the ball at will kind of to RV right now. RV very confident getting themselves out in transition and getting some easy buckets, as they did right there.
Everything just falling right now. Orendak was off balance and managed to find that ball a way to get into the hole.
Yeah, on the offensive end for RV, that's going to continue to be their offense with this from this point forward. You know, rotate the ball around the perimeter, protect the basketball, don't turn it over, and when the layup opportunity presents itself, take advantage of that. But in the meantime, we'll run clock. The clock's their friend at this point.
Walker missed the first of 2. Tibbs had picked up his second. And Walker puts it through the bucket for his 3rd point of the game.
You mentioned about the lids coming off the basket. Unfortunately for Wildwood Catholic, that hasn't happened so far.
Well, they're down 16 with just over 4 now remaining in regulation.
Yeah, and here's that patience, spread, open floor type offense.
I got to tell you, man, Orendak, impressive kid for his size. Good ball handling ability as he went to his left, and he found the big man, Deneen, underneath. Couldn't get it to go, and now the Crusaders going the opposite way, and a big-time block by Deneen, and the ball is stuck. So some good camera work there by our crew, but how did it get there?
Yeah, game-changer replay right here. Ja Wilson on the drive with the right hand. He was worried about Orenbach, and Deneen from his left side came and got it and pinned it on the glass.
So he pins on the glass, and the ball actually goes up, and it gets stuck. You don't see that often. Usually it comes the other way.
It becomes a jump ball, and they'll use the possession hour at that point to determine who gets the basketball.
Well, for the NFL fans out there, Kansas City with a commanding 31-6 lead in the 4th quarter over the Raiders of Las Vegas. And Ulmer's Appliance Service, talking about guys that go way downtown. Well, if you're down the shore, Matt Ulmer and his team happy to service any of your home appliances, be it that refrigerator, the washer, the dryer. Maybe it goes bad, it's on the fritz, whether or not you own the property or it's a big rental one. Call Matt Ulmer and the team. Hope he's enjoying the sunshine down there in Florida. He and the Cape Atlantic Live team were here last night to take in the first 3 games of the contest. But this one is 31-47. 16-point lead under 4. And hopefully you tuned in for some of our other games. Our buddy Mike Gill from 97.3 ESPN and Mike Frankel from the Jersey Sports Zone had a pair of calls.
Really good crew right there.
Yeah, so Mike and another Mike will be back mid-afternoon tomorrow as Mike Gill and Mike McGarry from the Atlantic City Press will team up for a few. And Stevie, you and I will be back for a pair of nightcaps tomorrow.
Can't wait.
So we'll have St. Augustine Prep and Toms River North. And we'll also have the final contest of the evening.
Holy Spirit Pleasantville.
The brawl over here. And,
you have to pardon me, partner. I got so many games going through my head as part of running this tournament.
Well, that's why I looked at you, because I was drawing a blank myself.
They're all running through my head right now. You saw one defensive note right there. That change for Wildwood Catholic coming out of that timeout. They no longer could stay zone. Not down 16. They full court press. They draw a turnover. And now Justin Harper comes back and knocks down a 3. Back into the press goes Wildwood Catholic.
Harper's got 21. He has been the highlight of the offense for the Crusaders. Jackson picks up his second personal, and Orendak appears he's going to be paying rent soon because he spent so much time at the free throw line tonight. Going 1-1.
Makes the first. Wildwood Catholic almost looked like they fouled on purpose. Being down so much, maybe they're starting to foul earlier and hoping that RV can miss some free throws. Might be the only way they think they can stay in it at this point, but he knocks down both and leads back to 15. Good dribble drive by Pat Bean out of the corner, unable to get the layup to go. Now it's 2 to the basketball. Wildwood Catholic, wherever the basketball is, they're going to run 2 players at it and see if they can trap.
The tribute to Dean Smith underway.
Yeah.
Playing a little bit of, whoa, they find a back door, but good recovery as Harper intercepts it.
Yeah, good hands by Harper.
Oh, he pushes the ball, and Ja Walker connects.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that wasn't the easiest of finishes right there. Ja Walker in full speed finishes from the right side with his left hand, beating the two defenders. That was a tough finish. A good job by Ja Walker.
2:20 remaining in this one. 13 points. Orendeck cuts through the lane. And they're just going to try to work it around, looking for an absolute must-have shot. And Orendeck finds it. Backdoor side and a backdoor finish.
Yeah, good job by RV. And again, it's that delay type game, but look to score if something presents itself, such as a layup, and that's what they do. They run clock. After 30, 35 seconds, they get the layup to go.
Orendeck with 19 points. Only player that he trails on the floor right now as far as scoring goes is Justin Harper.
With any type of little bit more leeway, Deneen was looking to throw that one home.
The crowd came to its feet. You heard them kind of hold their breath. Good hard take. But a big block as Walker takes it to the rack.
Game changer replay. Look at Deneen. He puts the ball way up high. If Pat Bean doesn't come over to try to interfere with that play, Deneen's looking to stuff that one home.
Well, we're 6 games in today. I haven't seen a dunk. I don't believe I saw it. Well, I was here late, though. In all fairness, I was here late, but I don't recall seeing a dunk yet today.
And a couple early games were girls' games, so no, I don't think there was.
Should have like a T-shirt giveaway, a Seagull Classic T-shirt. First player to dunk, you get awarded a T-shirt.
Box flashes to the center of the floor. Doing a good job.
Last minute of regulation. The RV faithful pretty excited, and despite being down 17 points, I mean, it's only logical that you would foul to extend the game.
Well, yeah.
I say that facetiously, of course.
I got you. Yeah, RV, give credit to Rancocas Valley tonight and Coach Flanagan. They did a good job surviving their foul trouble in the first half with Deneen. Thanks to Warrenbach, who got them going in that first half. And then in the second half, due to the halftime adjustments against Wildwood Catholic Zone, they really took over this basketball game, did a nice job. It's a good take right there by Wildwood Catholic's number 15, Jimmy Kane. Comes from the left wing to the hoop, scoring for 2. Jimmy Kane gets himself on the score sheet.
And a lot of grumbling going on with some of the faithful here of Rancocas Valley. Dunner back to work with Kane. He's on the baseline, loses the handle, and the Red Devils get the basketball. And number 23 for Wildwood Catholic. Looks like maybe that's number 31. 31 is Pat Fiketix checks in.
Yeah, Wildwood Catholic will let them run this clock out. Really nice job in here tonight by Rancocas Valley and Coach Flanagan, that's for sure.
Well, we got one more game on tap. It'll be the St. Joe's Academy Wildcats versus the Timber Creek Chargers.
And that should be a good one.
This one is in the books, 53-38. Congratulations to the Red Devils of Rancocas Valley. And don't go anywhere. We'll be back for more basketball in probably about 15 minutes here on BFA Sports.
That's 1-5, Pat.
When it comes to taking care of your physical wellness, maintaining good health of your bones and muscles, you want a team of doctors you can trust and who hold themselves to the highest standards. At Premier Orthopedic Associates, we believe that you should live life at your best. Our team of non-operative and operative orthopedic specialists strive for the highest standards, exceptional outcomes, and happiest patients. Come and experience the Premier difference.
We live in a community that cares. We make sure everyone eats, everyone plays, everyone stays warm, and everyone is protected. We support our youth in organizations that teach the value of community and self-worth. We make strides against breast cancer every day. Together, in this community, we make a difference. RK Chevrolet, RK Kia, and RK Subaru, proudly serving our community since 1982.
This ain't a game, I came with the game. Look how we run it. Look how we run it. The hustle and pain is just not the same. I came from the gutter. Ayy, whole team limitless. Never settle, we above. Whole crowd showing love. Yeah, we up, we on the up.